Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Mike Benitez. Today we're doing another episode of Ship Bios. And today we'll be talking about a French liner, and this French liner was named the SS Ile De France. Let's get on with the video, shall we? The Ile de France was built in 1925 to 1926, and when she completed her main voyage in 1927, she was the most beautiful ship in the world. But that title will be replaced by the SS Normandy when she was built in the 1930s. Still, the Ile de France, along with her sister, Ile de Paris, or SS Paris, were still one of the most glamorous ships of the French line. But her service was put on hold when she entered troopship service in World War II. Ile de France was put on troopship services, and she would take in many operations, like Operation Pamphlet. She is seen here. This is her, and that's the RMHMT Queen Aquitania, which I talked about a few videos ago. But the Ile de France was still a fine ship, and was a fine troop ship. When the war ended, the ship was remodeled, and the liner's it had a grand saloon on board, which was pretty popular for most passengers in the 1950s. There was also an Eton's ninth floor restaurant, which was probably the most famous feature on board the ship. In 1947, the ship received a major refit, where she was taking away one funnel and now had two funnels. Even though she's still a pretty good in this, but she would be most famous for what would happen in 1956. On July on July 25th, 1956, the Italian liner SS Andrea Doria collided with the MS Stockholm. I talked about this in a couple of videos ago, but the Ile de France was one of the ships that came to her rescue, and many people were saved. This proved that the Ile de France was a very brave ship. She and her sister, the SS Paris, were for the rest of their services proved that they were worthy ships, and they were very popular. There was even some cases where she would meet British ships, like here she is over there with the where she with the Cunard vessel, RMS Caronia, which these look pretty fine paired together, if you see what I mean. However, because of growing financial problems, the Ile de France was retired in 1959. She was known as the Ship of Two Faces because of a movie she appeared in, which I will talk about next. Before she was scrapped, the Ile de France played the SS Clarendon in the 1960 disaster film The Last Voyage. The CGT, the company that owned the Ile de France, sued the filmmakers to have the funnels painted differently, and the name Ile de France not appearing. So the Ile de France was named Clarendon in the movie. Apparently, in the movie, the SS Clarendon had an explosion on board. Since CGI wasn't available at the time, the Ile de France had detonators inside of her, and it were exploded. The ship was partially sunk, with the forward funnel crashing onto the deck house. After this, the ship was scrapped. I don't know why the ship was scrapped. It could have been put back into service. Just kept there like a wreck. But the ship was still a beautiful ship when she was scrapped, even though she was pretty much wrecked at the time before the movie, after the movie was made. I just love of how in the movie The Last Voyage, the ship sank in 91 minutes. Like, the ship was partially exploded and then sank. I'm really glad that the Ile de France, even though she wasn't as popular as in 1950, she still had a movie made about her. Eh, like a movie that she was in, but played a different role. But still, she was a pretty nice ship playing the SS Clarion when she was partially sunk on purpose. Sadly, however, the ship's sister, the SS Paris sank on April 18, 1939, when it catched on fire. Thank you for listening to the story of the SS Ile De France, aka SS Clarendon when she was in the movie The Last Voyage. I think even though that the ship is probably most famous for being in the SS Andrea Doria rescue operation, I think she's pretty much as famous when she starred in the movie. Thank you guys for enjoying this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow because there are two videos I'm going to do. Because tomorrow is the 103rd anniversary of the sinking of the RMS Lusitania. I'll be singing a song about her and doing a video on her killer, the submarine U-20. Stay tuned for that video and see you later. Bye.